Welcome back to Timberborn and our series 5 playthrough, our 10,000 10,000 beavers in less than 100 videos if we can get there. Obviously, like I said, our the big tower is, well, we've got to the bottom here, but obviously I had, did a bit of a problem with the old food. Let's not go there, shall we? And I think I've secured that now, sort of. So yes, so that was just counting them. We need to get rid of this, I think, and get rid of this, and I think that's right. And then we can finally delete all this stuff. Like so, and then I can basically get rid of all this. That's our center of the universe and everything else. And we should, if I've calculated things correctly, which isn't always the case. It's easy once I get started because I go, that was wrong, or that was right. I know when I got it right, because obviously once I start putting the things, it won't work otherwise. The food here is, well, starting, but bread is obviously taking over here. We've got a wheat in. Now obviously I've added more, but I don't have enough. I don't have enough of these to obviously convert the wheat, so I'm going to get some more. I think I'll just have to. No, I'll just duplicate that. That's going to be easier, isn't it? Like so. I'm going to pause these because I don't think I actually. If this is the case, that this isn't working. I suppose I better leave it in just in case. We don't know whether there's going to be a problem down the line that I'm going to need to solve and get there. I assumed that it would power them underneath, but apparently that is not the case. These do not power underneath at all, as you can see. They probably don't power because they don't go upwards. No, that one's going. That's probably why then. It's probably not that then. I'll just power this one then. And I'm going to test that. I think I might have done it uppity. And forgot that it needs a vertical and not a horizontal. So that's why they're not powering. But I don't really want to get rid of them now, just to get rid of them. Although it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I suppose. We just name it. But I think that's what it is. I don't think it. In fact, I'm sure that that's not what it is. Right. So let's just humour my own curiosity. Let's do this because I haven't built them yet, so it doesn't really matter. And I need to check the tower. While that's getting built, then let's just pause. We'll see this tower hopefully filling up to its final stage. Got a bit of wheat in here. Now obviously if we do lose the water, it's filling. It's going to take a while because I've only got one and not more, but that once it's full it should last a little while. It's a bit like this, but obviously different. Now, I've got that going. I think I'm at a stage now where this, for some unknown, absolute bizarre reason, is it's just not going, and I can't work out why. It's like as if they're on a go slow. It just doesn't make sense. It used to work like clockwork, no problem at all. But now it's just not, doesn't seem to want to work. And I don't know why. I'm gonna go back to getting rid of this, and then see if it's anything that it can. It's because it might be because of this. I don't know. Although saying that though, this is like uber slow, starving, dehydrated. We'll get some food then. There's plenty of food around. What I should do is put food around the round here, and then fill it up. And then what they'll do is when I pass, they'll be able to go in there. This is a problem because they're not going back the right way. I know what this is. I haven't connected all this back up, have I? Look, you can tell. Oh, that was a. Now it'll work better, because now they don't have to go back on themselves. I'm going to cancel that now. Cancel. There we go. Right. Let's see if this actually does what I need it to do. I mean, I am getting, well, I'm saying getting water, but I don't know whether I am getting water. We are at 0. Oh, we're at 0, so yeah, it's sort of getting water. So we're not completely out of the water. Not yet, anyway. Let's go a bit faster. Faster. It should work. It's just getting the water in there. Right, how are we doing? Ugh. It's like now there's not absolutely water in there, and they're still like messing about with this. Right, okay, that's fine. We'll forego this nightmare. That's not gonna reach, is it? Nope. It ain't gonna reach me. Absolutely not. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. That's it. Doesn't matter which way around, but I should have at least put that the right way around. Then I can get this in. That's in. Obviously, that's not going to go in, but when they get down there, that'll go in. I think I'll get them down to go down here. I think that'll be the ultimate. I'll just put stairs in there, because that's not going to cause any problems. Now I've connected that to that. That can connect to that. Oh, well, they can't get down there, so I'll do a. and then it'll do all this. And it should be somewhere here. I believe. It'll be that one. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait your horses. If I start doing that, then this isn't going to work. Pause. Don't forget, we're building it relatively like this. So this is how the underground is. So I'm going to have, obviously, this would be pillars. So this, you know, obviously this, you've got to imagine that there's pillars in this somewhere. Then obviously we got a gap here. This is for electricity or power that's, you know, going to power through. And the advantage of that is, if we have we don't want the bad water with electric, because that would come up through the ground, you see. That would, well, you know, opening up one of, for an example, you know, these, where the hell am I? Oh, I'm wrong way around. I get confused about the way I'm thingy. Oh, water's back. Pump, guys, pump, pumpity pump, 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 pump. I gotta pump it up, pump it up. So anyway, right, that doesn't need to be there. Although I've got full planks, full things, full everything. Now I did have some room here somewhere. Oh, I did that. That was for the things, wasn't it? Delete this. Do this. Oof. Delete that. Yes. I don't know the difference between yes and no. Clearly, it's been one of these days. Duplicate that. We'll have, I can't really have a stock there. But how many can I get on here? I can get a couple on there. That'll give you some more planks. Planks is always a good thing to have. And that will obviously increase this here to a bit more. I've got full metal actually. Let's enable that. I haven't got many treated planks, but I need treated planks. I've got these running, so all is well with everything. I don't know where my stockpile. Oh, my stockpile of scraps here, isn't it? That's where it is. So it's going to convert that to our metal when I get this one running, and then that's fine. Because I don't know what we're going to need, you see, and it's always best to preempt everything. That one should be enabled. That one can now be gone. See, I thought it would work now. There and there. Nope, that's the wrong one, pig. Come on. I'll also do a ladder there, because I will. So the first run is here, and I'll wait to get that in. I'm not going to go any further now because I don't know how high. Now, obviously here I said this high, so obviously that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8i. 8i. Not 8i. I think this is actually this 1, 2, 3. But no, it's probably somewhere up here. Actually, it's quite high. It's quite a high thing. But obviously, I'm going to have. You can't see it here. Remember, this is from our diagram. So this is actually the center, but that's a pillar. So this actually one in front here should have been a path. But actually, it should be the ladder and then a path. So that's what we have to. So this one here is basically a path. So, you know, what I can do is obviously I can draw the path in system out, if you like that. But that won't work because it's got to be this side. And this is what they're going to come down at. But obviously, I need to. It'll be on top of this, so it won't be this, but it'll be this here. So if we go back to this, it'll be this level here, where the path is, not this. This is our. Like I said, I don't know what I want through there. This is the problem with it. See, this bad water. If I don't do something with the bad water and let the bad water through, then it's just gonna, go horribly wrong. So that's the reason why. Now I can do this. Could have actually got that one as well, so I might get that one. I think I don't want that one. Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 and then a thing, and it's 5 and a douche, you see. Or 5, then one of them. And then obviously I've got this one here, which I think's right. Yeah. 3D can be 3D like you're going. Is that right? Is that right? And then I'll put that one in, and then we'll get that one down, and then I know where every center, and then I can start. But when I can actually start building on here, if we like, it's not really that much of a problem. Even though I don't want this part here, but I'm gonna have to start somewhere. I can go to there. Obviously, this is at this side, not at this side. You can obviously I could put 2, but if I put this go around here and then I put that round there and then I put that round there, that will all link. That's why I did the diagonal, so you don't really need to worry too much about that. And then now as you can see, it's going to be what I said before was a mezzanine floor. And if you don't know what a mezzanine floor is, I can't. It's basically a false floor. It's not a real floor. So that's 2,000. Yeah, look at that now. So the food is relatively stabilized itself. I'm quite happy with that. And hopefully this half full. Is it half empty? But it's half something. I would call it half full because it has to be something to be anything. So, is it pessimist and optimistic? Whatever. It's a thing. So now we're getting a bit more in here. So, it's coming together. I don't think this will work. Well, so I can bash a few more of these out because we're gonna maybe need them. Though I think I've got to my. I've got 9,000. Don't know where I've got any more. Oh, there we go. I do now. Right, let's check this. Let's see if I'm not a complete numpty, as we say. Because I should have. I know it works with is the power tower, so you should. I think what I've done is I'd forgotten to do the vertical. And I think that was the problem. I mean, I could have sent this right through to the, 2, and then 1 up, and then which may happen anyway, but at the moment I'm not planning on doing that. I don't know how much this is built. I do now. Oh yes, it won't do that, will it? Because I need this. Because this will work, but this won't, because obviously it's a space. Forgot about that. We're doing okay. They're getting close to how do we 80 something pounds. Now, what I'm hopefully they're gonna strip this, and obviously I can add. I could get another one in here, get these working as well. If I feel as if I need more, well, I'm going to need more food eventually. Now we've only got 200 in bread, so that's a. Where the hell did I put the bread then? I put the bread down there. Why did I put the bread at the bottom? I have no idea where I put the bread at the bottom, but apparently I put the bread at the bottom. So let's duplicate that. No, that's. Let's copy that. We put it there, and not there. So now I should have a lot more bread, and I'm going to empty this out. And put that back to whatever it was before. Right. Copy this. Back to potatoes. We like potatoes. Right. I think I lost 3 in the making. I think. This can go. And now this can go. How are we doing? Oh, there we go. See? You see? Now, obviously, this is connected to this, but it won't be eventually. How we? Whoa! On it's up 2 meters. I've got that the wrong. I got just stupid wrong way around. I can't have it wrong, can I? Mind you, if I carry on pumping, it should possibly reduce this thing down to 0, and then it'll thingy, won't it? So anyway, let's now reduce it down to 16 again, because we've stabilized the food, we've stabilized this, we've stabilized everything else. How many days? 6 days. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, that can come as a there. Oh, I can get that one as well. Like I said, I did fancy blasting that down and potentially moving this forward back to maybe here, and then I've got a massive amount. But I'm gonna lose. The thing is I'm going to lose some of it. That's why I'm also thinking about it, because this is going to go round. And we know that this, I think it's this edge. So I'm going to lose some of the Well, I suppose I'm not going to lose the water, actually. It's all right. Now, I did come up with an idea to be able to maybe have a potential moat around it. I don't really know whether... And then the water would gush around, you know? Whether that's a good idea, I don't know. We'll see how we see how we go. See how we go. It's all up in the air, as they say. This wants to go this. This can go here, I think. This and this. And because we can walk on that. Now, I don't know how far I'm going to get out before that's... trying to look as a 5 here. 5. Should be a 5. It's 8, isn't it? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right, isn't it? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got 5. So I think the pillar is actually here, but I might be wrong. So that's a 4, isn't it? 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so that's the height of the pillar. That's the height of, well, what that's saying. So that's the top of our our mega structure. I can start to put this in though. Let's just I'll go down a couple just because I'm trying to put this in and do all that at the same time. Now that wouldn't have worked if I had something wrong. Come here, and then that's in. Once we get going, it'll be because that's why I did all this dirt, you see, and that's why I've got 2 running, because it will use an enormous amount of dirt. See, they can walk down here and walk up, but obviously I'm going to have to get rid of the paths and get rid of these. Once I've got to this floor, like here, I can do it. Once I've got this in, I don't need this and this anymore, because I've got to this and this here. It's just the same. It's like building it up. It's just building the way I did it, obviously, on the new diorama, I did it sort of a different way, and then I realised, wait a minute, I could do this way, and then that way it would flow slightly easier. I'm positioning it this way. Now, normally you would position it at the back here, but if you think where they're walking, as long as this is connected, this will work, and as it's connected to there. And as they're walking up here, they'll do it because I always say this side is where the beavers can walk to and build. Occasionally they can build it backwards. In other words, they can build it this side because of the way it works. But I always think of doing it that way, and then I get my head around it, you know. Otherwise it's like, and I'm doing that. What am I doing? Hopefully I've done this right, because otherwise well, say I'm going to look stupid, but it won't be the first time soon. And then obviously I can actually just carry on with this. I can carry on with a pillar, because obviously they can get up there, and then I'll just do that, and then I'll have to work out where another 5 is. It's the 5s that's the problem. I'm going to, and I'm having to sort of I can see like a 5-line thing, and I'm just going 1, 2, 3, you know. And once I get my head, I should have put it on. What I should have done is done a. I'll do it for next time. I'll do a 5-1 and just put it over there, and then like a 5, like this, like this, and this one, and then it'll say 3 between there, and that's it. Because I can't like I keep counting. That's why I keep stopping and keep counting. And I don't want to do that because it just looks like ugh. But anyway, now we see. Now this is 3/4 full. Now when this goes down, which it's got 5 days left, which it will go, we know. This theoretically should keep it going. Now I say theoretically, we don't know. Now I'm obviously pumping bad water out of this, and I haven't got a lot of bad water running it, so it doesn't really matter. I can get plant crops, some spaddock in here. And as well. More spaddock. I think I've got to be able to. Yeah, I've got grilled spaddock. I can do it. Yeah, I can do. So we have got a little bit. Potatoes are going up. They're going up because of the bread situation. So I've stabilised our. This is absolutely cranking down there. 6,000 in supply, and I'm only using 120. Duplicate. And I do a flip. No, I do duplicate, and that's a bit easier, really. There we go. See, there you go. Power. That's fine. He would complain if there was no power. And I think it doesn't complain. Get up, up, get up. Right, how are we doing? We got planks and gears. How are we doing with gears, actually? Did I turn the gears off? I did turn the gears off, but I think I'll be okay. Now, I understand some of that I could have left. But trying to work out what to keep and what to get rid of is an absolute flipping nightmare. And I don't like messing about. It's just like, get rid of it. That's why I built up the dirt. And it's still building up as we're taking it out. So that's pretty good. Now, obviously, I've got to have... the good thing about this is this mezzanine... Well, I'm saying mezzanine floor because it's already a mezzanine floor. But this here is the next floor of the build, if you like. This here. Even though, like that. I think, yeah, they will build it. And yeah, they can do it because they're connected to this side. So this is the actual next one. Now, I think I might have to go up here. Which way is this? This is that. No. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't. I found out it doesn't. Well, no, it'll have to be that way because they won't actually be able to get through. Go do this one. So, I'm okay there, and I'm okay there. They can walk around, but because this will have to come through as well. So as you can see, it's taking shape. You don't need that, I don't think, anymore. So I think it was... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's this one. This is 8 space, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, then in. No, actually, that's wrong because I've just got a thing in there. I can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be here. It was right. I was right. I thought that was the pillar, but it wasn't the pillar. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's it. So that's, yeah, you can see what I call the fat. You can see the 5 thing there, and unfortunately, it looks like it's here. So I think we're gonna ditch. I think we're gonna ditch this one. Well, no, I don't ditch it. I'll go to the. I'll push it this way first, because that way I'm not. You know, then I don't have to wait. I mean, most of this is actually will be connected anyway, because we can see. This actually needs to go potentially upwards. And I can obviously put one of these in here, even though I don't even think it's... Oh, yes, it is that one. Yeah, if we look at it, it is that one, isn't it? Look. If we go... We can see that looks right to me. Hopefully it's right. I've got most of that in actually. I'm trying to see which way I can go from now. There. You get that gap, like that gap there, because it needs to come from this side. Like that. That's why you've got to put them in. You've got to put them in a certain way, as otherwise they will not go together. Now, if I go up one, like here, I can then get on this top floor, and then I could walk on here and then build this out. So it's once you start getting it going, or the pillars in, it's relatively should be straightforward to put in, and then I can start moving. I can have some tanks in there with water and all other sorts, and you know just build it up from there, even if it's only a quarter, and then build this one and this one, and within, I don't know, so many videos we'll get the thing done. It shouldn't be that difficult to come together then. It's always the initial one. You get that wrong and then everything just goes, then you're fighting against it. You do a couple more up there, and then get some more like that, I think. That'll do. And then that will give me the option to also come down here. Come round again, turn that way. Obviously I can't do it that way, you see, because I'm behind it, so I have to do it this way, sort of the way that round there. And then it should work. It should work. I said it should work. Wheat is. 3,000 in water. Still pumping this. 46%. That's quite a. How are we doing with food? Yeah. See, now they're all back. They're all back. Non-hungry, and they're all back. They're not thirsty. So we should get. See what I mean? What the fudge pack is that? It's done it again. I have no idea why it's doing it. Just can't work it out. I can't work out what is wrong with it. But these work perfectly fine. Anyway. Water is obviously... Now we'll see. We'll see if we can... We may see some of this go brown. And we'll see if my little tower here is doing its job. I think it's doing its job. I desperately don't want to stop that, because we had that problem last time where... But I think that was to do with hunger and thirst and thingy, where they just didn't want to do anything. Although I did have a problem because I forgot to even do this here. So they had to walk all the way... They had to walk all the way around here, somewhere. I don't know where they had to walk. But they had to go somewhere to be able to get... Yeah, I think they had to walk all the way around here to come all the way back around here. To come over that to come back there. No, they stopped there and then went there. Just to go here. So that's why it was taking them so long. Because obviously I had the walkway down here before and I took it out. So they couldn't actually get round until I fixed this. That was the problem, I think. I don't think it was so much that I'd done complete numpty. But I do them things, I must admit. Once I've got the first floor and the second floor, it should be relatively simple just to then go on top. Obviously, it would be beneficial for me to, put another pillar up there like this, because otherwise, if I do this wrong, or I don't know where the pillars are, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going. Well, where's that? I think that's 8. That's because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah. And that's our bottom. So that here, that top of that is the top of that. That's our block there. Obviously, on the original one that I showed you back here somewhere, I can't remember where it was. Probably I did it on. I think I did it on here somewhere. So they couldn't get to it. That. It was less than that, but I didn't have the power in, and I think that's the problem. I think if I don't have the power in, and I want power, the reason why I'm saying power is, let's say, for the carousels, for an example, and that's going to be the thing. I might want to power them right the way out, away from the bad water, because the bad water or water will be at the bottom. Probably the bad water, really, unless I move the bad water somewhere else, But this, if I was doing it, if I did it before, when I did it on, it took so long. You can see this. You see what I mean by this won't work. You see this square. I can't get my thing into it. It's because it needs to be a 3, and it needs to go this way, and then these are all. There you go. See, now everything sort of works. You know. There's a way to do it. That's why, if you're interested in, even if you're playing Timberborn, and you go, oh, I wouldn't mind that. Go to the downloads. Go to the description. You'll see a where you can download this file, and you'll be able to get the image. I didn't put the it's done with AirSprite. I did put the AirSprite image in there, but. You can certainly download and use use that at your heart's content. Because like I said, I didn't originally design the pillars things. I had a slightly different version, and I think it produced slightly less. Well, it did produce less. There's no two ways about it. And so whoever designed it, I went with their version because it was better than mine. I don't mind admitting it. Better works for me. And this will obviously be the next. Oops, this will be the next one, because that's our bottom, and then we've got this, and this, and this, and this, and we could just carry it around like doing that. Because they can walk over there, you see. Now, like I said, I used to have this in there, but it was a real pain. If it's off on an angle, it's still a slight pain, I suppose. But at least you can walk around there and do this and do that and do this side without getting in the way, sort of thing. 5,000's done. What do I need to look at? This is actually working quite well. Now you see. Water's gone. There's not much water in there. Now we know that this here would have gone brown. It would have died. We know that because we know that from twice before. So my little tower is now keeping this running until I get the water back. Good, bad? Put something in the comments if you want. Good. I think I quite like it. I quite like the idea of it. It looks a bit unsightly because of the, well, actually this here I should have deleted this because I didn't really need this. This is now underneath, isn't it? It doesn't need this. Like this here. It doesn't need to happen. Don't need it anymore. It's less unsightly now, but it's still unsightly. It's a way of keeping this water just in case this fails. And we know it will because there's no way for me to keep this up to that level. As long if I'd done an extra run around it and the water had gone up for well, the problem is it cannot go this water because we don't have any water sources. Remember, there's no water sources in this map at all. It's only these seeps, and the seeps only go to 80% of the first this. They will not go higher, so you can't get them to go higher. It's not how it's been done. It's a clever way, because if you put a box around this, if it didn't do that, let's say it was the same as the source, you put the box around it, it would flow upwards and then go out. It'd be like a waterfall. It'd be brilliant. I think that would be awesome. But clearly they don't. So that's why it's been programmed very cleverly to make you think. And this is even more that where it changes to it's terrible. Because it's not connected to anything. It just basically does like these blooming things. These are an absolute bad tide drain. Is a nightmare. Because it's not connected to it. It just chucks out bad water. So you've got to be careful of them sort of things as well. In this map. Right, that's a goodie. Yeah, see, that's it. Obviously they can't get any further up there, but I can force that to go up by at least. I think that at least. It doesn't really matter which way that is, does it? Well, it's better that way. Better the back, so they could walk. I've done that way. Again, that doesn't really matter. That's going that way. And then obviously when I'll have to, when I take this out and don't fill one of these in, I'll have to go in there and fill each individual hole in. Because obviously we don't want it to come upwards. But I think that works. I think that works a lot better than I've had it before. Because that'll come out to there. It won't. See, I can't. I'm just pressing the mat and it won't. And it wants to. It wants to. Excuse me. It wants to go with that one. Apologies there. I blew your ears off. I'll turn this around. Do the same here. Turn this around. Yeah, because I assumed with the original ladder is that it had to be the way. So, but apparently it doesn't care which way as long as you're not. It can't go. They can't walk up this way because obviously the ladder's in the way. That part of the ladder's in the way, but it doesn't matter which way they'll still go up there and do what they need to do. Food is pretty nice now. Obviously, I'm keeping an eye on the bread. Bread is mainly full on this, so we may have another. We may actually have another floor here, or if I can get this in, we can swap this down to down to here, and start to get this in, even without the the thing in. Okay, again. That doesn't really matter which way it's around. I'll put it this way. It doesn't really matter. Thank you, also save. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to get all the pillars to all the right side first. It's not the first time I've done that, and everything's gone wrong. That'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I pressed 1 in here. Oh, it doesn't really matter anyway. I wanted it in there. The amount of times you've done that and then you've done an extra thing. So what the hell's that? Right, good water's back again. Obviously now they're having to do this first at 50 odd. And they're going to have to do, well, this is just a shambolic shambles. It's a shambolic shambles. Now we know that this has to be pumped. Gotta pump it up, pump it up. I could probably get 2 in there. But here, look, see, this is almost out of water. This would have been going brown by now. It would have been out because obviously this is. It's got to be at least for this to be green. This here, it needs to touch over this bottom line. If it's under, it will go brown. And now we can see how under it is, and this is working. So I just thought I'd mention if you are doing something, or you are planning playing, or this or that or the other, that is a good measurement. I could plant carrots in there. I think I can plant carrots in there. Can I plant carrots in there? Yeah, I can plant carrots in there. What is this? It's for cutting. Well, we are cutting. I think we're cutting. We're doing something anyway, so. Right then. I still want more here, but I'm stabilised. Now, you can see here that we're getting more beavers in, and they're not starving and nothing. So, it's worked. Oh. Pigs is vindicated. 2, 8, 8. So we do that, and I can obviously just duplicate one of these. Do a scope a few. I'll probably hate when that happens. It goes over and it misses where you want, and then it ends up going somewhere else that you pressed it, but never mind. Right there. We'd add a few in here. We'll add another few in here. I only need up to 1 minus 1 of them. I suppose it's 2 of them really, but I'll do to there. Obviously that's already in anyway. That would need, if I get this, if we go back here, that means we need a 1, a 2, a 3, and then the 4th one is at the top of that. So we've got 2. I've got 2 here. No, I always select the bladders, I don't like. 3, and then 4. And that's the one that would have this out. Like so. Obviously this has to be built for this to start because it's got no and obviously the center here has to be built, like this has to come out to there, and then this would actually, you know, come out to there, and this would come out to there. So as you can see now you can see the workings of the thing. She's a complicated little beast. And I'll put. No, I've done that the wrong way around. Yep. Right there. And I'll add a few more into here as well. There and there, and there, and there, and there. So basically, I just have to map this to the other side and keep mapping it over. Because this is obviously 5 this way, and then 5 that way, and then I work out where the center is. And it's not the first time I put the center in the wrong place. And I went, we've done that on new diameter. So now you can see where you can actually see the structure of it, and that's why I did these. We're almost at the end, and that's why I did the colours, because all the pillars went over the squares. So I had to work out where the pillars were going to be before then I could go back and take out the colours to work out how many and what I can get. Now the water in here, I think with this one, with the big tank, it's 33,000 water I could get with these. I don't know how much food, probably around about the same, but I can get 33,000 in there at my calculations. Now whether they're calculations, I didn't say exactly 33, but it's 33 and something or whatever it is. So I think that'll be enough. Bearing in mind that's each tower. So that's 60,000. Now that's 60,000 if we're doing a 10. So if we do the 10 times 3, because I think it's 3 food a day, 30,000. We'll need more than that, but that's the minimum that it will hold. It'll hold more. Now, how the hell I'm going to get where the hell I'm going to get the food from to do it, I have no idea. But we did it. And, you know, it's an enormous logistical challenge, but it's a challenge that I set myself because I was thinking, can it be done? Don't know. Let's have a go. See what could happen. And if it doesn't happen, at least we say, well, we've tried. We've tried to do it. I mean, obviously, we've got our bread basket here. This could be the big bread basket. And I was thinking about making something to do with this and taking some of this down and moving. I wanted to, like I said before, I wanted to actually move the bad water down there. Now, this might be a thing while I'm doing that. I've got 500 in explosives. The explosives are going up and the extractors are going up. So I've got enough. I've got enough to do it, but the slight snag is this. I'm using this to obviously, you know, do the bad water. So it's like, well, if I do that, where the hell am I going to use that then? You know. So that's all a concern, but we'll come to that when we're thinking. And obviously, once we've got this quarter in, which won't take long, once I've got my head, once I put the pillars in, and it's right, and I go, am I right here? Have I done the right? Do I look completely silly? You know, as my calculations correct, etc., etc. You know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. The last few videos have been pretty out there in the sense of I thought I was going to lose. I honestly thought that was going to be the end of this, and then I was going to be devastated, and I was going to have to start a new one. And it was like, oh, I've spent all that time, I've done all that research, I've done all that thingy to try and get this idea working, and I've boogered it up. But no, I got round barely with like, we lost 3 out of 100 and I think, what was it, 170, 180 or something like that, which is still gutting because I lost 3, and I haven't lost 3 for a long time. I haven't lost any for a long time. I think maybe I think Lakes might have been something when I was playing that. So although we've got the numbers, I've obviously played the what they class as the beginner maps first, and they have changed the waterfalls map actually. In this playthrough, in the version 1. So, but I don't know whether I want to go. I quite like the waterfalls, but I think obviously now I'd play it a lot different to what I was playing before. Obviously, since I know, you know, well, I say I know I say I know it, and then I do silly things like forget to get the food. I do this. Yeah, if you do something like that constantly round the first, and obviously you can't do all of them, you end up that they can walk around here and end up like going this way and that way. But I'm only going to this. Well, which was the half? This half here, up to this half, and then I'm going to move over, and then obviously because the only snaggy one is this one. Now you can see this here. This might actually work. It's really because if we go down before I finish, and we go down here. I mean, it's pure luck. It's not because I calculated this at all. This bottom just so happens to fit with this, which means this is a 2 and the tank is a 3. The only trouble is, this geo will be absolutely no good whatsoever. Now, obviously, with this, I know apologies, I'm over the video. This will be here somewhere, and we're going to take a tank out or whatever. I have no idea, unless I'm lucky that it's in one of the green squares. I don't know yet where it's going to be. But it was just pure luck that was the same thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We will see you in the next Series 5 of Timberborn, where we hopefully get closer to our 10,000 beavers in less than 100 videos. Take care. Bye for now.